Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is gonna do Naruto Chapter 589 review. You guys should already know. You guys should already know where I am with this chapter, alright? If you guys have seen my reviews, if you guys have followed me for a few months, you guys should already know where the King of Lightning should stand on a chapter like this one, okay? It's very simple, okay? The opening was amazing, okay? The opening was truly amazing. I mean, like, jaw-dropping, what the fuck, holy shit. I mean, I literally shit myself when I saw the opening. Like, there are brown spots on my chair right now. That's how epic this opening was. I was like, yo, I could not believe what I was seeing. I could not believe what I was seeing. The ending of this chapter, I freaking made a goddamn hole in my wall because I was so mad. I was like seriously? Like, Kishi, where are you going with this? Like, are you really gonna end it now? No, not good. I mean, dude, that's the problem. Kishimoto sometimes has the, let me adjust the camera, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. Kishimoto sometimes has these chapters where they're complete polar opposites of one another. Like in this week, we have an amazing opening, but a really bad ending. And last week was the same thing, but reverse. Last week, the opening sucked. I mean, the opening truly sucked. But the ending was like, holy shit. So, it's like, what the hell, It's like, this is why Kishimoto is so questionable as a writer, because it's like, what are you doing, But, that being said, when it comes to this chapter, and this chapter only, again, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? The opening was jaw-dropping epic. The ending can get the finger. It gets the finger all day long. 24/7, 365. Finger, okay? So, that being said, on with the actual review of this chapter, Chapter 589 of Naruto. Basically, it's two main things. Edo Tensei Madara and the destructive power of the perfect Susanoo and the release of the Edo Tensei Jutsu by Itachi. That's this entire chapter in a nutshell, okay? And, okay, so let me start off with the Edo Tensei, obviously, right? Madara summons the perfect Susanoo. Everyone is, in awe, shocked because it's so fucking big. But it gets even bigger. And then we're thinking, okay, well, he's done. Madara's like, no, we're not done yet. And then he goes, fixate. And the thing starts to transform once again. And it transforms into like a four-handed, Nitoryu, long-nosed samurai. Or wearing a mask samurai. And it's big. It's really freaking big. And the funny thing is, I find it funny how the show is based on ninjas, yet we have this epic, big-ass samurai. So, I mean, I don't know. For me personally, I find it kind of, funny. Because this perfect Susanoo is by far the strongest thing we've seen in Naruto thus far. And it's kind of like, damn, but it's a samurai. So, but that being said, it's big as shit. It's epic. Okay? Inoki is shocked. He is beyond belief shocked. Tsunade is like, how on earth did my grandpa beat you? And ultimately, we all should know by now that Edo Tensei Madara, his powers were significantly raised after his fight with Hashirama. Like, he got the Rinnegan, and then Kabuto, when he revived him, he gave him further enhancements and so on and so forth. So this Madara, in my opinion right now, could beat Hashirama. Not with ease, but I'm pretty sure that he could beat him. Definitely, alright? I mean, definitely. So, what happens here is that, and this was so epic, because this puts Edo Tensei Madara, because for me, and this is my own personal, system I have going on up in here, but this puts Edo Tensei Madara on the elite plateau. When it comes to destructive prowess, this puts him on the elite plateau, and I'll explain that later on. But basically what happens here is, this was so epic, man. This motherfucker, this perfect Susanoo, unsheaths its sword and just swings. And straight up, dude, the entire area is leveled, okay? It is leveled. Two tops of the mountains, there are two mountaintops, get shaved off. And a third mountain gets, like, leveled. And I was like, what the fuck, you know? Like, it's crazy shit. Like, with one swing, he's able to do that. And the thing is, he does boast about the Susanoo's capabilities, and he says two things that kind of throw me off. The first thing is that this sword can cut through, like this sword, when it swings, it destroys matter. I'm like, I didn't see that. I didn't see him destroy matter, but it was still epic. And then the second thing he says is that not even a Jinchuriki can stand up to this, this swing, this cut. Oh no, question, not even a Jinchuriki, a tailed beast. Yeah, he says not even a tailed beast can, withstand this Susanoo. And the thing is, there are only 9 Susanoo. I mean, there are only 9 tailed beasts. So how do you know? Like, have you fought a tailed beast and like you beat that tailed beast with that Susanoo, even though your powers were considerably raised after your death? So does that imply that this Susanoo you had when you fought Hashirama, which is kind of weird because you didn't have the Rinnegan, you didn't have the enhanced powers of Hashirama's cells when you were fighting Hashirama, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. All right, for me personally, it's kind of weird. I mean, this is implying that Madara actually died shortly after the fight with Hashirama, and because I remember like there was a Skype call with the Cloud Village, and Ramiku Joten was talking about how Edo Tensei Madara could have been alive for a fairly long time, and he could have died recently in relation to the actual series. I'm not too sure as to why or how that could be possible, but ask him, alright? And, ultimately speaking, it was epic, okay? It was epic. He cuts, and then the Kages are still trying to find a way in order to, take him down, and Madara's getting pissed off because he's like, you're not gonna fucking win, and then it cuts over to Sasuke and Itachi. And this is where shit gets gay. Why? Because Sasuke, for about a good 5 pages, does the whole entire speech, and then, farewell. Nissan! Man! Nissan! All that dumb shit, alright? All that, whatever, dumb shit, okay? And then after that, Itachi finally releases the Edo Tensei, okay? And then we see different scenes of certain Edo Tensei individuals disappearing in beams of light, and then this is the quote-unquote the beginning of the end of the war. Now, here's the thing, okay? I have a problem with this. Why? Because if the Edo Tensei is actually being... Oh yeah, by the way, there's actually one last scene where we see Itachi, he's decaying, and then he's walking over to Sasuke really slow, and he's holding his fingers out, in the same way he did before, after the fight between him and Sasuke in the Uchiha hideout. Now, I'm presuming, because if you remember, Sasuke wanted to know a lot of things about his brother. I'm going to assume that what Itachi is about to do right now is relay information to Sasuke about who he truly is. Maybe through like a mind, like maybe he might send like when he pokes Sasuke in the forehead, he may transfer some images to Sasuke's mind, and Sasuke will finally understand what his brother really is, or whatever. Okay, I'm not too sure. I'm just speculating, alright? But more importantly, okay? Edo Tensei Madara is now at risk of being completely gone from the series because of Kabuto's inability to change, you know, his inability to become his own man on some bullshit, okay? And ultimately speaking, this is a problem. Because Edo Tensei Madara is the biggest threat we've seen in the Naruto series by far. He makes this war good. Understand that, okay? No one else in this war makes this war good other than Edo Tensei Madara. Edo Tensei Madara is the fourth great ninja war, period, so far. So far, okay? I mean, until we see the Ten-Tailed Jubi, Edo Tensei Madara is the fourth great ninja war. Until we see the Jubi. So, when you're taking out, it's like, you know what it is? It's like taking out LeBron James from the Miami Heat. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? No one's gonna do that. No. You don't take out your star candidate. Well, D-Wade apparently has been on like the decline. On the decline. D-Wade. But still, the thing is that you don't take away your MVP from the battle zone on some bullshit, on a technicality. Because Kabuto not realizing his true self is a technicality that by default it removes Edo Tensei Madara from the battlefield, which is bullshit. So here's what I'm thinking, alright? I'm thinking two things that could possibly keep Edo Tensei Madara in this war, okay? The first thing, and in my opinion, this is the best route. This right here is the best route. The first thing is that Edo Tensei Madara, well, as you can see here, Itachi is now disappearing, okay? Now the thing is, we don't know if the Izanami is going to still be there once Itachi leaves. We don't know. So what could happen is once Itachi disappears, once his soul returns to the afterlife, then Kabuto may be relieved of Izanami. And then after that, what happens is that he realizes that his jutsu is being undone. Then Kabuto has countermeasures in order to reactivate the Edo Tensei, and thus keeping Edo Tensei Madara in combat. That could be possibility number one. That's what I want to say could happen, because that makes the most sense, okay? Because, again, I don't see why Kishimoto would want to take out his best character in this war thus far on a technicality. I don't see why you want to do that. That's just pure and simple bad writing. Because Edo Tensei Madara truly is a god. The man truly is a god. G-O-D. Okay? Oh yeah, and by the way, before I forget, I want to explain the extreme plateau. When I say the extreme plateau, I'm talking about characters in anime that have this superior form of destructive prowess, okay? And this is not the case when it comes to overall combat ability, but when it comes to strictly destructive prowess, this is that extreme plateau. Madara cuts one time, mountains are falling apart. I mean, just to give you an example, I'm talking about Bijou Naruto, Edo Tensei Madara, Aizen Ichigo, Whitebeard, Blackbeard, Kizaru, Aokiji, Yusuke Urameshi, Yomi, you know, a lot of the Dragon Ball Z characters, and so on and so forth. These guys have extreme destructive prowess, but do not mistaken extreme destructive prowess for overall combat ability, okay? Destructive prowess is a portion of overall combat ability. Understand that, okay? Now, I mean, I'll get into that later on in like later videos, okay? But overall, okay, yeah, and that's number one. Number two, so like remember, like number one is the whole entire Kabuto gets out of Izanami, and then he casts a counter jutsu in order to keep Edo Tensei Madara in combat. Number two is the scroll that Suigetsu has. Now Suigetsu said that this scroll could change the tide of the war. However, it appears that the war is quote unquote over. But here's the thing. I've been reading some spoilers online, and these spoilers are hinting at the return of Jiraiya. So what this scroll could be, and if you remember, sometimes in the ninja world, they have these scrolls, and like they cast a hand sign, and this hand sign can summon up like items or creatures or like whatever. Okay, so what if this scroll has parts of like certain ninja? Like what if like this scroll has like a part of Jiraiya? Like Jiraiya's missing arm. And then Kabuto does the Edo Tensei of Jiraiya. And then maybe he kept a piece of Madara as a just in case, like not Kabuto, Orochimaru. Maybe Orochimaru had like another piece of Madara just in case things went wrong in this confrontation. And Kabuto resummons Edo Tensei Madara. Maybe. That's a really big jump. I'm going with number one. Number one makes a lot more sense to me if Kishimoto wants to keep Madara in the game. If he doesn't, and if Madara leaves, that's bullshit. Fuck you, Kishimoto. Simple as that. With that being said, this is my review of Naruto Chapter 5, 89. Edo Tensei Madara truly is a god. And I'll see you guys later. Link down below for my Facebook fan page. Peace. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Signing off.